2020 I'm going to be running a marathon every day. No, I'm not running a marathon every day, that would be crazy. I'm running a marathon every week for the year. So I've named the challenge 52 and 52. It's going to start in the first week of January. It's going to run through till December. And the first section of this run is basically all uphill for about 15k. And then I'm going to head on to the North Down Way and just go get lost really. Follow that for as long as I can. Then probably hopefully loop right round down into Rochester where I live. There's no real pace or structure for this run. Just going out, having fun, running to feel nice and easy. A few little efforts like this to get the heart rate up the hills. Other than that, just have a good time. I said I'm taking it nice and steady, but after running up that hill, I'm currently on 167 beats, so it's not easy. The reason I'm doing it is to raise money for charity, which is something I've always wanted to do, but I kind of needed a challenge that was worthy of asking for sponsorship for. I've kind of never felt that I can ask for sponsorship for just like just a marathon or just an Ironman, but when I've done multiple, people know I can complete it, so it just felt a bit silly asking for sponsorship from them guys. So this is what we're looking for, North Downs Way. Just going to run along here. It's a lovely trail. You probably heard of Centurion 100 miler on the North Downs Way. Something that I'd probably like to do one day, but not anytime soon. Definitely can't commit to that kind of training. I'm loving these new shoes. I've got the new Gore-Tex Pegasus 36s. Got great grip, but surprisingly I was a bit sceptical about being waterproof, because if you step in a puddle they're waterproof both ways, so then you're just running with a foot full of water. But they've surprisingly been really good. I've not encountered any sort of river crossings or anything like that, but for general trail running they're perfect. And I'm going to do it for the Alzheimer Society. I found out that my granddad has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, so it's just kind of fallen into place. That's a good charity to raise money for. It's not only finding the cure that you raise money for and you getting sponsorship for, it's actually the supporting families that have to care for people in the late stages of the condition. So a little bit on the Alzheimer Society. Alzheimer's is a disease that can't actually be cured. They are working to work out a cure. There are drugs that can slow the disease down, but it is a terminal illness. It starts with things like memory loss, slowly progresses to the point where you actually can't control everyday bodily functions, reliant on others to look after them. So what the society does is they help to care for the people suffering and their families, because as you can imagine it's a massive load on their families, so it's a worthy cause, and a surprising amount of people suffer from the disease. It's surprising because I never thought it would affect me. I know plenty of people it has affected, but now it's affected me. I've decided to do something. It's bad, probably should have done something before, but unfortunately you just don't really realise these things until they directly affect you. So coming up to 5k now, bearing in mind my 5k time is about 17:30. It's just taken me 29:30 for the last 5k. That kind of puts it into perspective, the kind of terrain I'm running on. It's proper hilly, and anyone trying to do the North Down Way 100, hats off to them, because that's a challenge and a half. I'm not sure how the audio is on here, still trying to figure all that out. It's very new to me, this vlogging vlog. Hope there's good pictures though. Just seeing the Kent countryside in all its glory, first thing in the morning. Originally, my challenge for next year was to run sub 3 in the London Marathon. I got a place after applying 7 years in a row. That's like a bucket list thing for me to do, so I still want to try and do that, but whether I can manage to run them kind of speeds as well as running a marathon every week is unknown really to me. Absolutely loving it this morning. Could definitely run a marathon now. I could just keep on going, but got to be sensible. Got to trust the process. Stick to the plan. Just 25k today. What a beautiful morning for it though. Great trails, great views. You probably can't see that because of the sun. Just enjoying myself. That's what running's all about. So hilly this run. Maybe 25k, but it's going to feel like a marathon, that's for sure. Great training for the legs, eh? Less impact if you're running uphill. You're working twice as hard at the same time. That's why hill training is so effective for improving that power and speed. You don't have to pound your legs as much to get the same benefit as get them high heart rates. I know videos never do the climbs justice, but that was hard work. Ridiculous. At the end, I had to do 5 second walk, 5 second walk, 10-second run. It's hard work. I find that a really effective way of, when you're on the long run, to get up the hills pretty quick. Split it down into a little walk run. You're able to keep it going for a bit longer. You still get up there pretty quick. Whereas if you stop and run, I mean, if you carry on running, I was basically running at a pace where I could be walking. So just by mixing it up, it keeps that speed up just a little bit without losing too much momentum. To be honest, I've never been up that hill before. I was exploring. Now I found this lovely trail. It just makes it worth it. Again, somehow this is the North Downs way as well. I've been off and on it like a yo-yo. I'm sure there's method to the madness, but I seem to keep finding it, losing it, finding it, losing it. So it's not the easiest trails to follow, but the good bits are bloody great. So. This is the best thing about places like this. In the absolutely middle of nowhere, and you just stumble across a little bit of gym equipment. Not sure where North Downs Way goes from here though. Probably up. It tends to be the general theme. To be honest, I have no idea where the North Downs Way goes from here. Just hit a road. Central Lodge? Who knows? So I'm probably going to head back. I'm at, well, 11k, so I might as well head back. That'd be 22, and then I'll just add a little bit on at the end where I know where I am. Don't really want to be getting lost this far out when I've only got to do 25k, because I'll end up doing far more than I need to. Catch up with you on the way back. That's 15k down. It's taken me 1:38, but I've been faffing about with the camera and auto pause hasn't been on the Garmin, so I've been running pretty quick in between, but it's all up faffing about, talking and whatnot like I'm doing now. I've also been toying with is the idea of following a plant-based diet. So I know there's loads of things out there at the moment, documentaries on Netflix. The Game Changers is a good one. I watched that and I was like, oh, I never want to eat meat again. And if anyone knows me, that's quite a big thing. So yeah, that's something I'm sort of working into my diet now, slowly but surely. I'm not sure how I'm going to cope with that, obviously with the sort of calorie intake I'm going to need. But to be honest, if you look at a lot of research, the whole protein thing is a bit of a myth, and you can get enough from beans and nuts and plant-based. Oh, I'm bloody flying now. Woo! What goes up must come down, eh? Woohoo! 20.67k. To be honest, I've been out a lot longer than I thought it would be. Running, I've probably not been doing that much, but because I've been messing about with the GoPro, I've actually been out 2 hours 8 minutes now, which I've misjudged a little bit, because normally I'd run sort of 20k, 21k, like half marathon, in sort of 125 to 145 on like a slow one. So I've been out a lot longer than that. Didn't bring any water, didn't bring any food. And I've just done a hell of a lot of running downhill, which may sound bizarre, but it's actually quite difficult. I'm just not used to running downhill for 10k, so my hamstrings took quite a battering there. But yeah, I know this video probably hasn't been the best. It's only my first one, but it's a great cause. Obviously I'm raising money for charity. The videos will get better, I'm sure. Next time I will try and include more of my weekly routine in there as well. So please subscribe and like. Press that little bell bit, I think it is, that lets you know when I post a video. And hopefully by the end of running 52 marathons and filming them, I might be pretty decent at it. Also might still be crap, but who knows? We can find out together. Not a bad little ending to the run.